cancer survivor. My son, our son, Damon Billeck, passed away last year at the age of 13 due to osteosarcoma bone cancer. So the first thing out of your mouth and the first thing we're here is, wow, what a killjoy. We were all pumped up, and now you just bring in a kid that passed away from cancer. No, the reason I'm here is because I want you guys to understand that even through suffering, even through hardship, even through a child passing, there is so much strength, there's so much love, there's so much courage that these cancer survivors go through, these cancer sufferers go through. I want you to understand that because it's critical, and everybody that here, the sponsors and everything, thank you so much for sponsoring the event. The reason you guys sponsored the event is because you want to make a change. You want to make sure that people like my son, Damon, don't pass away in the future. That's the reason everybody is here. We're not here to help everything. We're here to make a change. The change can come, but we need help. So that's why I want to come out here. I want to show you what a 12-year-old child suffering from cancer thinks. At one point in time, when Damon was dealing with cancer, he was asked to write an open letter to cancer. So if cancer were a person, cancer were an entity, something that you could reach, something that was tangible, what would you say to cancer? What would you write to cancer? We never think about it that way. We think cancer is this aloof being that we just have to deal with. But what if cancer was something that you can actually address, something that you can actually tell, something that you can actually say, I'm going to make a change. This is what a 12-year-old thinks. And I say 12-year-old, normally I would say 12-year-old because you might go, the syntax or the way he's thinking, is a little young. But the one thing that anybody that has a child that suffers through cancer will tell you is that our children mature so fast. The children become adults even at the age of 6, even at the age of 5. Our children mature way faster than you think they do. I remember one time sitting and watching a child at the age of 6 talk about hemoglobin and their numbers, and I'm thinking, what child at 6 years old should even know what the heck hemoglobin is, much less pronounce it, much less worry about it. That was our first foray. That was when Damon first got diagnosed. So I want to come out here and read the story because I want you to understand what a 12-year-old thinks. If a 12-year-old were addressing cancer, what would he say? And the reason I say this is because I think the message that Damon had, Damon was a fighter. Damon used to wear Captain America outfits, which is why I wear Captain America all the time. But he used to wear a Captain America uniform. I always found it odd that the little cancer kid that everybody wanted to make feel good was better off and felt better making other people feel good. So he would wear a Captain America uniform. So I'm going to read to you this letter, if you will indulge me for a quick second. I'm going to read you this letter that Damon wrote to cancer. It's an open letter to cancer. So if cancer were an individual, if somebody that you could address, this is what a 12-year-old would say. At least this is what our son would say. Cancer, you changed my life forever. Before I had cancer, I was very active. I loved playing soccer with my twin sister Darren and my brother Steven, riding bikes with my brother Brandon, bowling, running, and even climbing trees. In short, I was very active. Then you came into my life like a thief in the night. You snuck up behind me without warning and without notice. One moment, my mother was hugging me at the grocery store because she loved me, and the next moment, she's hugging me because she was frightened. At first, I thought you were just something that would go away. My doctor even called you a weed. Weeds can be pulled, so I thought we would just pull you and you wouldn't grow back. I wasn't actually scared of you at all. Who's afraid of a weed? My parents seemed concerned, but not me. One day while speaking with my brother, he actually called you by name. To be honest, I wasn't afraid. It was the first time I had heard your name. But then when I heard your name attached to mine, it concerned me. To me, you were just a weed, not cancer. Suddenly, I became scared. All I knew of cancer was that people died. So I thought I was going to die. But then after watching my parents, my nurses, my doctors, I wasn't afraid anymore because they weren't afraid of you. But I didn't know you. I wanted to spend as much time as I could learning all about you, cancer. I wanted to know everything about you. I wanted to see for myself who you were and why you were here. But mostly, I wanted to know how to get rid of you. I wanted to know how to beat you. You were now my enemy, and I was going to beat you no matter what. Several doctors said they could get rid of you, and the only way was to amputate my arm. That was where you were located. Dr. Ajani had told me that to get rid of you, they would be able to save my arm. I was attached to my arm, literally, so I wasn't quite ready to get rid of it yet. There's a 12-year-old humor there for you. So he did the surgery and my arm was saved. But the work wasn't done. I had to deal with lots of bad chemo. More surgeries, mouth sores, losing my hair, rashes, stomach sickness, fevers, no appetites. Anybody that has dealt with it, you know that's part and parcel of the gig. You took so much time from me. I lost the ability to go with my friends' party, swimming, roller coasters, water rides, climbing trees. In short, you took my life away. After a year of this, you were gone, and I thought I had won. One of my scans, you showed up again in my arm. Dr. Ajani had saved it, but now I'm not so sure. This time, I wasn't going to be lucky. This time, the only way to get rid of you was to amputate my left arm. The doctor cried, my parents cried, and then it was my turn. I thought, you know what? I don't care. I want you out of my life at all costs. I was sad, but I didn't cry. You're not beating me. You beat me once, I can do it again. Losing my arm wasn't the worst thing that could happen. You could have taken my life. I told the doctor, I'd rather hug my family with one arm than to have them bury me with two. True story. Coming from a 12-year-old. But you do take lives, don't you? Since I was diagnosed, I've met many kids with cancer. I've made many friends. However, in the end, taking my arm wasn't good enough. You had to take my friends too. Some of them even younger than me. I was only 12, and I had time to watch 3 of my friends die because of you. I had to watch their moms cry, their families hurt, and their communities suffer, all because of you. I have more friends, but now you're threatening them too. You're nothing but a bully. My dad told me the best way to beat a bully is to stand up against them. To show them you're not afraid. Show them you have power over you. Well, guess what? You bully, you're nothing. You won't win. I'm stronger, and the best of all, I'm not afraid. You hear me, cancer? I'm not afraid. Everybody please, one time. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid. We get so caught up in the cancer part of it. We get so caught up in the day-to-day lives of it. We become afraid. We let cancer beat us. Please, one more time. Top your lungs. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid. So you took my arm. Big deal. I'm still standing. I'm still fighting. You think you won? Think again. I will never stop fighting you. I will continue to beat you, and I will win. I will fight for my family. I will fight for my friends. And I will fight for all the other kids too. I'll do it, and I'll do it with one arm behind my back. Actually, I only have one arm, so I'll just do it with that. Kid had a warped sense of humor, what can I say? You can knock me down, I'll stand right back up. You can't beat me, cancer. And this is a line from Captain America. I can do this all day. Everybody, you can do this all day.